Virgo, it's Ariana, your tarot life coach. Hoping you guys had a good July. I mean, it flew by really quickly, but hey, we're already in August. So let's look at the energy we have. But before we get started, I wanted to tell you guys thank you. Thank you so very much for being a part of my life and letting me live out my dreams and just enjoy what I'm doing. I love tarot and I love connecting with people, and this has just been like super cool and super fun, and I really want to say thank you. So high fives, fist pumps, and big hugs for those who like people to touch them, because some people don't. So before we get started again, I want to say we have this beautiful card in front of us called the Ancestor of Memory from the Shaman's Oracle by John Matthews and Will Kingham. So this is letting me know that we need to remember some stuff, okay? This is all about the memory. So basically it says, I remember everything that's ever happened, okay? I can help you learn truths that enable you to reconnect with your true self in times of need, to remember the path that will take you where you need to go, and to recall the names and the faces of those who you love when circumstances would have you forget them. Memory gives us a sense of direction that allows us to rediscover truth, okay? So I kind of feel like, as well as recall and heal the hurts we've suffered in times of the past. So it's kind of like you have to know where you came from to know where you're going, but it doesn't mean that that makes you who you are. Like your past does not dictate your future, but it can lead you to a better one, okay? So this, I attribute it to the zebra, even though it's not a zebra on the card. The zebra blends its instincts and intuition to create a balance, okay? And they travel in herds. They only sleep when there are other members around them. And they drink with their enemies, the lion, which teaches you to value what's dear to you. It also is teaching you survival against all odds, okay? The interpretation of this card that they give is remembering of those you love, okay? Restoring what's broken. Seeing beyond the false aspects of life, like seeing through the bullshit, using the past to help you in the present time if you're in trouble, and understanding the importance of history, understanding why some things are just important. That's all. So I'm going to go ahead and give these cards one more good shuffle. Show me the energy. And that is it. All right, this is going to be a 5-card spread, and this is also using the Babylonian Tarot by Sandra Tabitha Cicero. Before we get started, guys, just a reminder, this is a general reading, so some of this may not connect with you at all. It may not resonate with you one bit. However, get the parts that do, throw the parts that don't. And if it doesn't resonate with you at all, I hope that we can connect another time. Maybe check your moon or rising sign. Also, this is general, okay? So I'm going to apply it to different areas as much as I can. Alrighty? So without further ado, let's move our little ancestor over. In the past, we had the 2 of Cups. In the present, we have the 9 of Arrows, the hidden influence, the 5 of Arrows, the advice, the 8 of Wands reversed, and the possible outcome is Era, which is the Prince of Arrows. The overall energy here we have is the 7 of Wands reversed. Okay. Clarification also, just because there are cards reversed does not make them negative. It does not make anything a negative or positive because of how the card is standing. We have to kind of see where the cards fall and the message that it has for us. I know some people think, oh my gosh, it's a negative because it's reversed, and it's not always negative, okay? So let's see what we got. Are you ready? So in the past, you had the 2 of Cups. So you were feeling the love. You might have had some like suitors last month. You might have been getting an overabundance of love and attention. You might even have met the love of your life. I don't know. But you were feeling pretty freaking good, okay? In the past. It's a love affair. It's about, It's all about that masculine and feminine being united. This could also be a partnership, okay? So if this isn't, maybe you're not in a love relationship at all. Maybe this is a partnership at work. Maybe you love your job. Maybe it's whatever, okay? But it's something that has to do with something that you love. For some, spiritual union, marriage, friendship, partnership, harmony is just, a happy-go-lucky time in your past. However, in the present, I see the 9 of Arrows, which is like, oh, you see that? You see the lion? It's like getting, oh, looks a little painful, guys. So right there, arrows, communication. I see a little bit of fire energy, and both of them, it's the Aries and the lion. I mean, the Capricorn and the lion. No, Aries and I don't know. I can't tell which one it is. But one cup is pouring into the other, okay? And then we have the lion getting shot down in the blaze of glory over here. And this is you. This is how you're feeling in the present moment right now. You just feel like you've lost someone you loved, possibly. You might have lost your job that you loved. You might have there's a loss of something, okay? Either you're sick or you're suffering from something, or you're just overwhelmed and you need some strength to weather the storm. And that's what the 9 of Arrows is about. It's just like a damn dirty card sometimes. And it's upright. Who'd have thought, right? So it's like, okay, remember, okay, we're going to go back to the ancestor memory, and it's telling us to remember the people that we love and the faces that we love. Remember at one time you were super happy, you had the 2 of Cups. Right now, you're not feeling too happy in the present moment. Something happened, okay? It doesn't mean life is over. You have to remember that you can feel that love again. You will find that love again. Whether it's self-love or someone is giving you that love, whatever it is, the love will come back, okay? Things can't always be popcorn, hot dogs, and candy, cotton candy every day. We have to go through different aspects of life, okay? So that is you in the present moment for some. Now the hidden influence is this 5 of Arrows reversed. I'm seeing quite a bit of arrows. I feel like there's a lot of communication coming at you this month. Some of it not the kind that you would like. So the 5 of Arrows reversed. And this is Anzu, the Sumerian, in the Anzu was a gigantic bird-like monster with the head of a lion. So you have to realize, I see some fire energy with you, Virgos. I don't know what it means, but somebody has some Leo, some fire energy going on because you have a lion, lion, and lion. Okay, so this is either you or the person you're dealing with has some fire in their chart. Okay, and now Anzu went and stole the tablet and all this other kind of stuff. And when he's upright, this is where he's like got away with murder. Like they didn't catch him that time. All right, but now he's reversed and he feels defeated. Okay, and this is the hidden influence. This is why you're having all of this cruelty towards yourself. You're just really being hard on yourself, and it's because you feel like you've been defeated. So it's telling you that shit happened. It popped off, whatever it was, but it's over. And you need to be open to change. And it's not good to be resentful or, to be angry. So when I see the 5 of Arrows, like if this is a love reading, and I'm kind of getting for some that it is, you might change in the view of the person that you want, and they will stay. Because you're changing that view from being defeated and discouraged because it's reversed. So this is where the reversal is like, woohoo, thank God, okay? Because this means that he might change his mind or she might change his mind. However, this might mean you change your mind about the other person. But this is the hidden influence. I always like to think about this card, whether it's upright or reversed. This is where you kind of have to swallow your pride. Okay? This is where you have to say, you know what? It didn't work out, and I'm going to be okay. Once again, going right back to that ancestor of memory, reminding yourself, hey, at one time I was in love. Hey, at one time I did feel this. So I know that I can, so that I know that in the future it can happen again. Okay? Now this takes us into the advice. The advice is the 8 of Wands. And it's reversed, okay? And this is called swift action. So since it's reversed, you're not going to get the communication you want as fast as you want it. That's basically what it comes down to. I also attribute this to the karma, like you're going to get what you put into it. So you better hope that you're putting the right stuff in, all right? looking at it when it's reversed, this is swift energy. Like, it's going to be really quick and it's going to be over super quick. It's like, okay, like, damn. And it's wasted energy. So don't waste your energy on communicating with people who aren't worth your time, okay? Gotta watch my mouth, sorry. This is also significant. There, you might feel some jealousy or some, there's just going to be a lot of conflict, inner conflict, okay? So be careful, you texters and emailers or whatever, you know, how you social media people who want to tweet mean things and stuff, because it might come back to bite you in the ass. Watch it, okay? Even if it's Snapchatting, you know, and you're like, oh, it'll be forgotten tomorrow, but it still lays in the person's mind. You know, some things can't be unheard or unfelt. So be very careful with that swift energy that might sweep over you. Maybe you're the person who's going to do it, or maybe that person's going to do it to you. However, the possible outcome here, we have Era. And of course, Era is like the archetype of a soldier. He is able to be in a situation without being emotionally attached, so he's able to make really good decisions. And, you know, like, not really good. That sounds crazy. He makes good decisions because he's not emotionally attached to things. So this is also about being able to harness that energy, and also being aware that you're not destroying ideas too quickly. So just because you don't think it's going to work, you don't have to shoot that text message to somebody and be like, oh, that shit's not going to work. Sorry. For others, this is a person who's coming in towards the end, who's going to be full of ideas, but this person never finishes anything, okay? And they're going to be, they have good intentions in your life, Virgo. They have good intentions. This is attributed sometimes to Aries, but a lot of times to air signs. And the reason why I have Aries is because he has that manly man vibe to it. He's like a warrior, okay? But he's upright, so he's a good friend. However, he's not going to be like what you're used to. He's not going to probably be what you had, pouring in all the love and joy into your heart. He's going to be like, oh, girl, step back. Or she's going to be like, okay, you're all up in my space, man. You need to just, you know, give me 50 feet, back, okay? So that's that energy that he's bringing in. He's also ready to, like, shoot his arrow. So it's like he's gotten all the information. He went through the 9 of arrows. He's gone through the 5 of arrows. And he got his little information by the 8 of wands. And now he's ready to shoot back. So he's taken time to think about his rebuttal. He's not just popping off at any moment, okay? Overall feel for the reading is the 7 of wands, courage. Some of you guys and girls, and I say guys and y'all a lot, yes, I'm from the South. So some of you are experiencing some self-esteem issues, because if you see here, Ishtar, she would normally be walking out like this, saying, the hell with you people, I'm out. All right, I want y'all to know this also, that warrior at the possible end, this is his chick right here, okay? This is Ereshkigal. He goes back into hell to go get her. Just something, this is a love triangle for some. And this is you trying to get the hell out, okay? But you're trying to stay in. And don't stay in no third-party relationship, okay? I'm just throwing that out for someone. The message just came to me when I saw that it was Era and Ereshkigal. He ends up marrying her. She's just trying to get out of a bad situation. However, you're reversed, okay? So this is when you really need to look at yourself, and you need to just accept yourself for the beautiful person that you are. Don't beat yourself up as far as like, oh, I don't feel like I look that great or whatever. Just love yourself through everything, because, you know, what some people think is beautiful isn't beautiful to everybody, all right? So love for yourself for who you are. Have some self-confidence. The 7 of Wands is all about that courage, all about making those decisions, making sure that you're not hesitating. But right now it is a hesitation. It's like you're indecisive, and you need to be able to make a decision, Virgo. Virgo, this is a month you have to make a decision. Like, enough is enough. Like, that sounds so mean. I'm sorry. It's time. No more, no more fake friends, no more new friends, okay? You need to find the one that's going to pour into you, You need to stop beating yourself up, swallow your pride, don't overreact with some social media, and then shoot that arrow and get what you want. And then that way you can walk out of the situation that you're finding yourself in, because it's almost like you're halfway there, you got your foot out the door, but you're still holding on in hopes that something's going to work out. So like I said, there's some people who are in a love triangle, and the only reason why I picked that up is because of Era and Arishagal and the Ishtar situation. Although she wasn't in a love affair with them, that's just the vibe I'm picking up, because I see Arishagal watching her and then Era shooting the arrow. It's just something that came to me. The advice is, do not go on social media expressing yourself. Don't go on Facebook posting shit, okay? Don't nobody care about that shit. Nobody wants to see some fake shit. And don't comment on their stuff either. If someone's acting a damn fool, let them act a damn fool. You don't have to react, okay? You don't have to see snaps. You don't have to do any of that. Don't put yourself in a situation, Virgo, where you're going to feel embarrassed, okay? If something hurt you, just know that good things are coming. Like, the ancestor memory is telling you good things are coming. But this is a month where you have to make a decision, because you're in a situation where you feel like you're mentally trapped, but you're not. That's not what's going on. You can actually walk the fuck out of it, okay? Sorry, I just had to tell you that. You don't have to stick around, and you don't have to wait for that person. Like I said, for some of you guys, the Era is a person coming in your life. And you don't have to stick around with that person. If he's connected to another person like Erishagal, the dark goddess, I like saying her name. If you have someone who is connected with somebody, just cut it off. Don't waste your time communicating. Some of that is that bullshit right there, the arrows and then the fast communication. Don't waste your time, okay? You don't have time for that. You were made for great things, okay? And you don't have to be no third party entity. So I want to clarify this hidden influence, the 5 of arrows. And I just want to get a little bit more clarity on it for you guys, Virgos. I know how analytical y'all can be. Show me the energy behind the 5 of arrows. Okay, the Queen of Arrows reverse. Okay, third party people, that's the woman, or that's the man. Swallow your pride, admit defeat, and if you don't want to stick around and fight, don't fight for it. If it's not worth fighting for, don't. Virgos, you have so much to offer. Remember, you can fall in love. You do know how to feel love. Don't waste your time with people who aren't going to value you, okay? Because arrows, and remember this one right here. Okay, so the advice, and for some of you, this isn't the third party, so I'm going to give you 2 descriptions. So I see Ishtar, and she's reversed. For some of you guys, that's you. Remember, Ishtar's reversed right here. So why is the Queen of Arrows reversed? Well, it's not because she's a bad person. When the Queen of Arrows is upright, she was all about love, all right? So this is the Queen of Arrows reversed. This means that she's ready for war. She's ready to go fight for what she wants. And this, for me, sometimes has a little bit of Virgo and Libra energy, okay? So she might be a little selfish, and she might be a little bit deceitful, and she's a dangerous enemy, so beware. This, for some of you guys, okay, I'm remembering the birthday reading. Virgo, this is you, okay? It's okay to be selfish, and it's okay to swallow your pride and everything, and it's okay to be hurt. And it's okay to want to go and cause this person who hurt you some hellified pain. However, you're so much better than that. You're like this intelligent, quick-witted, decisive woman or man, very confident and self-reliant. You don't need it. However, it's all right to feel it, okay? okay? Just don't have to go and broadcast it on social media. That's all I'm saying. Because to me, the Eight of Wands is like quick communication. Like you just want to get it out there, okay? So that was the clarifier that I pulled. Let's clarify this possible outcome with Era. And for some, this is a family issue. Okay. Maybe you need to make up with your mom or something like that. Mom or dad or sister or brother, because it's the same suit. So let me get some clarity on Era. The Prince of Wands. All right, guys. We have a fake person in the mix. 2 princes means that you have somebody in your mix. This goes out to some Virgos. You're dealing with a guy friend or a girlfriend who is acting like they're only wanting to be your friend. However, they actually have, they're sending you mixed vibes. And that's the bullshit that's causing the 9 of Arrows for you. So, and the 7 of Wands is taking your courage. Basically, you need to remember, you need to go with the ancestor memory and remember that you need to love yourself first, okay? Get over the anguish and the pain, and you would get over that by basically knocking out those 2 princes, which is really just one of them, and you'll know which one it is for some. For others, if this is work-related, you need to be sure that you're very protective of your work, and you do not send crazy emails to people. Put that firewall protection on like Microsoft would. And make sure that you keep your work protected, okay? Because somebody's wanting to take it. Overall energy for you guys is just to have confidence and get the hell out of whatever you're in. Because this is a month that you have to decide. So I'm looking at the numbers 2, 9, 5, and 8. Okay, and 2 princes. Okay. So basically, that's all I have for you guys for the month of August. So, of course, it doesn't look like super wonderful and great, but this is actually the month that you make choices and decisions, because you're almost done with all this bullshit with the arrows. You're almost at the 10, so a 9 is you're almost completely out of all of the depression, all of the heaviness. And it's okay to be selfish. Some of you guys are girls out there. It's okay to be Ishtar reversed. Just don't hurt nobody. All right? Or yourself. Because when she's reversed, she's all about war and discord, being selfish. And for others, this is the other woman that's involved in the 3-party. So, like I said, several stories going on here. Take the parts that go with you. Overall advice is remember that you are lovable and that you can fall in love, and you don't have to waste your time with other people who aren't going to value you. For others who are in work, make sure that your work is important and that you don't go around emailing and, just popping off of the mouth. Make sure that just watch your social media this month, okay? And be very careful what you're posting and what you're saying, because it can come back and bite you in the ass. Thank you, Virgo. I hope you guys enjoyed my reading. I hope you guys are doing well. If you want a personal reading, you can hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com. Or you can also hit me on Instagram at arianaluciano. Just Ariana Luciano. One more thing. I do have a special going on for the rest of this month and up until August, since I'm on vacation still. I will be doing $10 email reads. So if you're interested in those, yes, they're about 5 to 6 cards each spread. But also, I pull tons of clarifiers. I like for you to get a lot of information. So if you're interested in it, just hit me up. Let me know. I'll send you over the information. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for your support, guys.